Howdy, and welcome back here for another episode on the beautiful Alma map, as we are now in the last half of March, as we are slowly but surely pushing through the spring months, so we can complete our goal for this week of getting through all of springtime, getting all the field work done, so that come summer and fall we will have a really good yield on our crops come harvest time. Before we do that, we're going to head over here, hop in the flatbed truck, and head down to our, the canola production, because guess what? It is all filled up, and yeah, we need to sell some of it. So I'm hoping it's going to be a really good payday. And speaking of paydays, man, that BGA, it is killing it. But let me get these pallets loaded up here, and we'll head into town. And while I'm doing that, let's go ahead and roll the intro. In the beautiful Missouri countryside lies a little town called Alma. Join me in this series as we make $5 million and build the ultimate farm.
We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around.
Alright, we are arriving here in town, and I got a confession. Upon reviewing some things, I found out, or kind of realized, I don't know, we didn't buy all the productions yet. I thought we had bought all the ones in town. No, we hadn't. And this one I'm really embarrassed about, because it's the ketchup production, and we have tomatoes. We could have used this the whole time, and it's only 40,000. Oh my, that should have been like the first one we bought, yeah. Oh well, we got it now. Alright, so I think there's like 1 or 2 more productions we need to buy, but first let's head down to the store and get this canola oil sold. Alright, as we're heading down here, there's another big thing I want to do in this episode, besides spending money to buy productions that I thought I already had, and that is, we have some milk to sell, so we're going to make our first load of milk in this episode. I'm really excited about that. That's been a long time coming. And oh my goodness, $351,000. Well, I don't feel so bad about the productions now. Wow. All right, so let's head over here, because I don't think I own this, whatever this is. What are you? Oh, dairy, $70,000. All right. Let's see. Is there any other ones over here? While we're heading over, or not. Okay. So the other thing I want to get done this episode is we need to fertilize the large fields. So that's pretty much the big things. I own this. What is? Do I own this? I do now. $70,000. All right. So. $180,000 later. So we just spent like half of what we sold, so we're still positive. All right, so before we head back to the farm, let's head back here. I just want to make sure we don't have any stockpile of oh, we do. So let's get the bread loaded up and get it sold, because we do have quite a bit here. So why not? Let's just make this a whole payday. Because yeah, we have quite a few stuff stockpiled since when did we last sell stuff? Was that January or December? I don't know. But let's take this over here, get it sold, and then we're going to head back to the farm, grab the semi, and come back into town, because we need to buy a milk tanker, because in order to deliver our first load of milk and get it sold, we're going to have to first, have something to transport it in. All right, $68,000. Not bad at all. All right, let's head back to the farm and grab the semi. And we're back here in town, and yeah, I like this truck. But we're going to do a little bit of service on this, because I did buy this used, and we haven't really used it since I got it, but we're going to start using it more. So let's go ahead and get it fully serviced and get it repainted. There we go. There we go. All right, let's head to the store and let's buy a tanker. Alrighty, so we're gonna go with this one here, this MKS32, part of the Dragon's Den mod pack. And yes, it does have an unreal capacity, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so $73,000. All right, so let's hop back in the truck, pull around back, get it hooked up. And what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna head over this guy. We're not gonna head back to the dairy farm because we're not producing milk there yet. I know, that's kind of weird. But our beef stock, yeah, they're producing milk. And it's all because they gave birth to cows before the dairy cows. Dairy cows should be giving birth soon, and once that happens, they will start producing hopefully a lot of milk, because that's the whole reason we got the dairy cows, produce milk, and they ain't doing a whole lot right now. But let's get out here and head over to the original farm and get our milk loaded up so we can haul our first load of milk back into town. And we have quite a bit of milk here because I'm just gonna be honest here. I didn't realize they were producing milk, and it's been sitting producing for a while because they gave birth a few months back. So yeah, there's quite a bit, which is good for us. But while that's loading up, it's gonna take a moment. We're gonna head over here, grab the JCB. I just trying to remember where I parked it. It's over here, right where I left it. Imagine that. We're gonna get hooked up to the slurry spreader because remember that very large field we purchased recently? You may not, because it was just a couple episodes ago, but that episode was a little bit a while ago. Anyways, it needs to be fertilized. So we're going to, boy. You know what? I'm glad that building is sturdy. Just with me driving, it needs to be. But what we're going to do is we're going to fertilize it with slurry, put double application down, get it fully fertilized, and then, it won't be this episode, but in the future episode, let's see, are we on application? I think we're good. But in a future episode, I do want to reconfigure this cornfield on the right and the one in front of us, because they're both large, but they're both very oddly shaped. I don't like the shapes of them. So let's get started on this and get this field fertilized. So when I was talking about odd shapes, I really don't like this one right now, because of this end right here, I can't use courseplay. It's because of at this end, there's not enough room for the headlands because of the width of this. It just overlaps. So it has some problem. It just won't create on this field. So I'm gonna do the headlands myself, and then I'll probably gonna have to do a lot of cleanup on this as well, because we're gonna have to use a base game worker. And they ain't that smart, they ain't that bright, they ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, if you get my drift. But anyways, let's get this fertilized, and then I am definitely going to be reconfiguring these fields up in a future episode, maybe the next one, I don't know. We will definitely be doing it in the spring though, because I do not want to go into planting season with the way these fields are right now. So it's gonna happen soon. All right, let me just get lined up here. There we go. All right, so let me continue on with this and get these headlands done so I can turn it over to a worker. All right, given the shape of this field and how just it kind of wraps around, I'm gonna have to do a lot myself. Let's just check it here. Why is it only 50%? Am I not doing double application? I'm not. Oh, that's bad. Oh, wow. So I did an entire headland on normal application. Yeah, I know. All right, so I'm gonna keep on going and just going here and just doing my little thing here. Oh boy, that. Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna do a couple of headlands and try and square off this field with some areas, so that way I can use a base game worker. Hopefully. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. And normal application. Oh. So we already ran out of slurry, and I'm over here at the dairy barn, getting it all topped off with what we have here, and we already have 25,000 liters of manure. I just emptied this out right after the last episode, in between, to keep that BGA churning. So we got 33,500 liters. I can't read numbers. Numbers are difficult. But we're gonna head over to the original farm and get it topped off before we head. Oh, and not run into my truck before we get back out into the field and continue on with getting it fertilized with double application this time. So this field is deceptively large. I mean, it's freaking huge. It's so huge. And so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to create sections where I can kind of square off those sections. So that way I can turn it over to a worker and let them just, finish off this big section over here on the left. Anyways, that's kind of my plan, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but that's the plan. That's the plan. So I think I have it squared off enough to where I can turn it over to a worker. Maybe. We'll find out. But before I do that, I decided let's go ahead and just top off the tank so that if it gets working with the base game worker, we won't have to worry about them running out. So we are back here in town with the milk. And pretty much what I did with the worker, I just drove out there, lined it up, and set them off, and then ran away as fast as I could. So I have no idea if they're doing a good job or not. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. All right, let's see how much we can give here, because is it not did we take it all, or does this not take very much milk? It's entirely possible it doesn't take very much milk. Where are you? All right, here we are. So 7,000 liters. Okay. I just evidently didn't press the button. All right, there's 7,000 liters. Not very much. Not very much. Let's head over here to the dairy. It will probably take more. Right, there we go. All right, so let's get this unloaded, and let's see here. Oh, this is gonna take 100,000 liters. All right. So the dairy takes a lot of milk. Go figure. So let me get this unloaded here, and then we're gonna need to head back to the farm after that. Because even though I don't want to know, I really do kind of want to know how much the worker is gonna mess up. Because we all know he's gonna. It's just gonna be bad. I just know it. So we have about 49,000 liters left after all that. Yeah, we had a lot of milk stockpiled. I don't know how I missed that we've been I don't know how many months we have been stockpiling, actually. But there's a lot. But this is good. This means we're gonna make some good money. This milk is actually worth a lot of money. And, oh wow, this is going up fast. And it's unloading very slowly. There might be some editing done on this between this and the next episode, where I might speed up that unload a little bit. Just a little bit, because, yeah, that's slow. Well, I went and got a fresh cup of coffee, and just in time. All right, so we ended up getting $105,000, which is pretty amazing when you consider that we didn't didn't sell most of the milk. We only sold a very small portion of it, so that That's gonna be amazing, because especially when our dairy cows start producing milk, oh my, we're gonna be rolling in the money. Let's head back over to the new farm and get this part. So I'm back over here at the new farm, and I want to head over here and check on the bees just to see how they're doing. Cause I don't know how they're doing on honey. Like, how do they have a huge stockpile or not? Because I haven't really set anything up with the honey, and I didn't set it to sell, I don't think. Yeah, so it's probably gonna be yeah, it's full. Oh boy. So we have almost 100,000 liters of honey. I said to distributing, but there's nothing to distribute to. Yeah, so our bees aren't producing anything right now. All right, so that means we need to do a little build, I think. So let's head over to the production row, because we need to put a new production in. So yeah, I was on the way over to the production row, and I noticed worker not doing so good. In fact, they're doing bad. So I'm gonna over here, get them restarted, and hopefully get them straightened out, because right now they stopped working. So yeah, this is why I don't like base game workers. So got the worker up and running again, and I'm sure I will have to go back and do more cleanup, but you know what, it is what it is. We'll fix that later. But we're heading down here because we're going to put in the final production for production row, and that is going to be a sugar factory. I know we had originally talked about doing a smokehouse, but I got to thinking, and I mean, it's going to be a while before we get the butcher up and running. So I think we're going to just not do the smokehouse and do the sugar production, because we need sugar anyway. We're going to have to build one. So let's just put it here. Let me see, where is a syrup house too? Interesting. That's, yeah, very interesting. There is some really awesome mods in this, and I just I didn't know there was that one. You know, because now I want to do pancakes and syrup. Anyways, so let's get this down here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it this way, because that's our sugar field. So let's have the unload point on the backside facing the sugar field, because I think that makes more sense. That's how I have to think, right about there. So let me just do some landscaping here real quick, flatten this out, and then we will put it down. All right, so got it all flattened out here. So let's, where is here? Oh, here it is. Sugar mill. So let's get this placed, and whoa. Let's just switch angles here, because yeah, edge of the map, gotta be careful. All right, I think right about what is going on there. All right, sometimes I have these issues. I have to switch between my mouse and controller. All right, I think right about there should do it. Perfect. All right, so let me just do some landscaping around this real quick, get it leveled out, put some grass and some other stuff down, and yeah, make it look pretty. All right, so let's just put a little gravel path in around, going around back around it, and I did actually move it over just a little bit, just so I have enough room on the backside to be able to get the path around and back around on the other side. All right, and just put a little path there from the door. And let's just go over here to the grass and fill that in. There we go. Clean this up. All right. Perfect. All right, so let me just finish up putting the path in here, and then we'll put some trees in, and I'll call it all good. We got it all done, all decorated, all the trees in, landscaped, everything's done. We're doing a little drive around here just to make sure everything is good. The trees, oh yeah, trees worked out perfectly, I think. This is awesome. Path is looking good. Just kind of watching to make sure like there's no sudden bumps or anything like that. Kind of hard to tell from above sometimes. Where is the, it's not this door, where is, oh, it's around this side, that's right. Let's just head over here and make sure the productions are no active production. So let's get these turned on here. Let's see, honey sugar is I think the one we want, but yeah. So we can do sugar beet cut sugar, sugar cane sugar, and honey sugar. That's a very sweet situation. Okay. But yeah, so this is gonna be awesome because our honey will start producing sugar. We have that over distributing to all of our other productions. And that's going to be awesome because this will help us to start making those productions active now. And then once we have, harvest the sugar beet crop, we're going to have sugar coming out the doors, which is it's going to be sweet. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And I want to thank you for watching. And if you love farm sim content and love this map, I'm going to put a link over here to one of my favorite content creators I'm watching. Does amazing videos. I highly recommend checking him out. His name is Farm Sim Bob, and he does absolutely amazing content. So there's going to be a link over here on the right side to go check out his latest video over on Alma.